So recently on TYT Sports, we've talked about how football fans use the power of their voice when it comes to chants to contextualise some issues they have, or just to make fun of people, or to bring up issues surrounding ticket prices, as Liverpool have done.
It's like 90% of it is to make fun of people.
Then that is the best possible way, because there's no one more creative, as I mentioned and demonstrated very poorly in the last clip about Jason's V, which is another one again.
This is a great one.
I like this one. You can make a chant out of anything. So the Telegraph ran a great article in the past. I'm going to update it a little bit with some ones I think at the end. But let's run through the top 10 funniest football chants. So the first one, this was taken actually between Fulham's win over Manchester United 2008-2009 season, where they said, "You only live round the corner." Finish it, Jason.
I don't know.
Live round the corner. You got to have the, is it the, what do you call it in music terms when you bring it back round again?
Melody?
Melody. You got to have the melody. You got to have the swag, which is the word here.
You have to not be tone deaf?
You got to not be tone. No, you can't. The idea is to be tone deaf. You don't want to sing it in tune.
Oh, that makes sense. So you only live around the corner. As a Fulham fan sing to Manchester United supporters during their 2-0 win in 2008-2009. Why is this? What is the relevance?
I don't know. It's just to say, like,
14% of the people voted that this was the best chant they've ever heard.
You're just a fat Eddie Murphy. Fat Eddie Murphy was sang to Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank in his Chelsea days by Newcastle United fans. So you can go and thank people like the Geordie for coming up with such creativity. See, this next one is perfect because it's sang to one of my mother's favourite tracks, but not sang in the way I think she imagined it. So it's Doris Day's Que Sera Sera. And they sang it, "John Carew, Carew, he likes a lap dance or two, he might even pay for you. John Carew, Carew." How was that?
That was not bad. That's not bad. You actually don't have a bad voice. I've heard you sing.
Thank you. You hear me sing Chingy's One Call Away recently?
Yeah, I did.
I sang that in my karaoke. Next one. We've got an example of this. This is perfect. John Terry, here you go.
So this came from, it's actually John Terry is shagging your wife, which had to do with the whole thing
yes,
where
but he
shagged his teammate's wife. And then they took that and they did ref, they did father, they did mother, they did son, they did everything
anything that
you could think of. And that was like one of the better quality ones with the ref because you get the whole crowd there. There was some videos of just one guy sitting there just singing it to himself. John Terry shagging your wife. It's like, dude, there's nobody doing it with you.
Shagging his wife. Yeah, and the one last point in this about John Terry to look at it. See, when you look at him and you just see him, that is, even if he hadn't done this before, that's all you see. He just looks like a smarmy guy that's going to swoop in on your missus when you go to the restroom. That is John Terry in a nutshell. Do John Terry in a nutshell?
Help, help. This is John Terry in a nutshell.
Next one. This is very close to home because I am very aware of Scotland's health issues when it comes to deep frying things. It's the context of this, right? So Italy are known for taking so much pride in their food. And I have an Italian friend, and I used to sing this to him when I was drunk. So this is, we're going to deep fry your pizzas, because we like to ruin food by adding the most ridiculous amount of fat.
They wouldn't be that bad.
They're good.
Deep fried pizzas.
We have deep
Well, you actually do this?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
This is actually what we do. We take any nice Italian cuisine, fucking fry that shit.
How
does that feel, boys?
What is the benefit of living in just rainy, cold, deep-fried weather?
Well, I mean, we've got to be good at something, so the best thing to do is we're good at giving diabetes out. And this is a scenario. We just have some...
How'd you stay skinny?
I don't know. It's a lot of patience. I'll write a book on it. Next one. Luis Suarez.
Like, this is the Suarez one, right? Oh. Your teeth are offside. Your teeth are offside, Luis Suarez. Your teeth are offside.
Do you see the consistency here with the melody and the chant?
Yeah, I mean,
there's a few go-tos.
They seem pretty straightforward, and they all sound alike. It's just the creativity that you get with some of these. Example, Luis Suarez, poor man. They're making fun of his gnashers, as they put it, Gnashers, gnashers.
Gnashers.
If I would. We have a video of it.
We know it's offside. Luis Suarez, your teeth are offside.
It's just like, I'm sorry for the quality of that, but like again, the same problem with a lot of these videos is nobody has like a HD version of the game with all of them yelling.
No, they don't, because they're mostly just involved. That is the beauty of it. Since even with technology coming in and everyone wanting to document everything, fans still are there to make fun of the opposition first and foremost, and if someone can catch it, that's all good and well. Next one, Alan Shearer took control. Oh no, we bypassed one. Sorry, he's fast, he's red, he talks like Father Ted. Robbie
Who's
Keane.
Father Ted?
Father Ted is it was a sitcom, as you call it, or a comedy show that was on TV, and it was an Irish priest, very funny, and it was documenting him, his fellow priest, and this really drunken priest who used to just sit in their house and make fun of things and make fun of others.
You guys have some strange ass shows.
It's a good show.
3 priests walk into a bar.
Well, if we have such strange shows, why do you try to copy it and make your shows The Office? Boom! Drop the pen!
Wasn't
Next
the
one.
American The Office like a million times more successful than the British one?
No way. No way.
Like award-winning?
Comedy-wise, you took the comedy from us to make it...
distributed to more parts of the world? Like quoted more?
But it doesn't mean anything if you just took what we did and,
And
tried
did
to make
it better?
better.
No, we didn't try. We made it better.
Yet the comedy still doesn't stick as much without the accent, I'm afraid, because it's very dry humour. I still think that Ricky Gervais did a mind-blowing job to bring British humour to America.
I think Steve Carell.
It's better than Ricky Gervais.
You miss all the shots you don't take.
You know what this is?
Wayne Gretzky, Steve Carell, or Michael Scott.
Grave.
That's my line.
Next one.
How dare you?
Next one. Bobby Zamora. When you're sat in Rosie and the ball hits your head, that's Zamora. So, very funny, of course, to the chant of That's Amore.
Oh, that makes way more sense. That's what I thought.
On former goal-shy striker Bobby Zamora, sung to the tune of Dean Martin's That's Amore. 90% voted for that. And number 1.
I like this one because it goes to the tune of Duran Duran.
So, yes, this is to basically to sing Rio by Duran Duran. And this is when Rio faced, this was when he was put to the stands after he failed the drug test in 2013. So, of course, they're very creative at highlighting the flaws, but before we end, I got to get to a couple of my favourites. For me, there's one that sticks out to most, and I think I've referenced it in nearly every football chant clip. It's a Yaya Toure, Kolo Toure. One, because everyone gets involved. You might not even like Kolo or Yaya on your team. They could be awful, but every single fan sings this song. It went viral everywhere, but this one's one of my favourites because it's led by none other than the Scouse captain at that time himself, Stevie Gerrard. And it's great because it obviously called to
No Celtic chants make your list?
There's a bunch in there. I mean, we're really one of my favourites was did you ever hear the song I Just Can't Get Enough? So Celtic would sing that song about us, like we just can't get enough. When I see Celtic, I go out of my head. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. And I can't get enough.
You're going to cry.
To be honest, I've got enough of Celtic at the moment because we're struggling. Nonetheless, there is a big difference between, I think, songs and chants. Chants, in this example, are a way to make fun of everyone and just kind of have a laugh. Songs, there's many. We'll do another clip on that. We'll bring you the best songs, which will be You'll Never Walk Alone, I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, all that good stuff. Make sure to come back. Any favourites for you from America?
99 bottles of beer on the wall. You ever see Beer Fest?
I'm done.
Go to Germany?